Tensions between the indigenous tribes of Alabama and Mississippi Territory and European colonists and settlers had been on the rise since the early 1800s. In 1811, fire kind of got stoked after a visit by Shawnee Chief Tecumseh, who was trying to build his confederacy, the Muskogee Confederacy. That kind of got things going, and that started a bit of a civil war between the Upper Creek and the Lower Creek. The Red Sticks were the ones who retaliated for the attack at Corn Creek, and they did so at the plantation home of Samuel Mims, about a month after Corn Creek's attack. According to encyclopediaofalabama.org, it was on August 30th of 1813 that a force of about 700 Creek Indians destroyed Fort Mims in present-day Baldwin County. In so killing 250 defenders and taking at least 100 captives in what is considered the first major battle of the Creek War of 1813 and 1814. Some 400 American settlers, U.S. Allied Creeks, and enslaved African Americans had taken refuge inside a stockade hastily erected on the plantation of Samuel Mims. A wealthy resident of the Tensaw district of what was then the Mississippi Territory, the Creek attack on Fort Mims, and particularly killing of civilian men, women, and children at the end of the battle, outraged the U.S. public, thus prompting military action by the Creek Nation, which controlled what is now most of modern Alabama. A force of 700 Red Sticks, led by William Weatherford, who at the time was known as Four-Off Warrior, as opposed to what he'd be known later as Red Eagle. And they were also led by the prophet Patty Walsh. They rushed through the fort's open gate at noon. Half of the surprised 100-man garrison of Mississippi Territorial Volunteers died with their commander, Major Daniel Beasley, in the first few minutes of the battle. Captain Dixon Bailey, a Creek, and his 45 American and Creek militiamen repelled the Red Stick onslaught for 4 hours, successfully defending hundreds of civilians huddled inside the flimsy 1-acre stockade. Only when the attackers set the fort's building ablaze with burning arrows did resistance collapse. Red Eagle said that his greatest regret was that he was not able to control the ferocity with which the Creek exacted their revenge for Corn Creek, and as it turns out, it would have long-lasting repercussions at the end of the war. Y'all subscribe now, you hear?